day, everyone. Welcome to DepEd Web Esiha TV. I am Sir Wilson. Welcome to another fun-filled, artistic, and beautiful creative writing class. Are you excited to learn more about our subject? If so, that's great. But before we proceed to our lesson, let us do a fast talk. The rule is very simple. You're just going to choose between the two things that I will mention. Are you ready? Let's begin. Swim or jump. Listen or speak. Eat or sleep. Watch or listen. Did you enjoy our fast talk? How did you choose your preferred words? As a learner, you have to remember that all forms of communication are made up of words. They are considered the basic kernel of transmitting ideas and information. The words you employ in your writing ultimately reveal your tone and attitude in your work. At the end of this lesson, I am very sure that you will be able to familiarize yourself on the things that you need to consider in choosing the right word in English. Do you have your notebook and pen with you already? You may write important terms and information since we will learn some basic tips to help you use words effectively. From our lesson last time, you were able to realize how descriptions help generate descriptive details to make your writing clear because they help a specific mood or emotion about people, places, and circumstances. Can you still recall what images and symbols are being used in creative writing? If your answer is imagery, that's right. In creative writing, the use of imagery appeals to how you see, smell, hear, taste, touch, and feel the things that you are writing about. These images can also help readers imagine or relate to some of your specific experiences. However, there are times that readers have to dig deeper and have more understanding in an analytical way of the message of the text or story. So the author must be mindful in choosing the right words in his or her sentences. The process where you choose your words properly is called diction. And I am here to give you 6 tips that will help you improve your proper word choice. Tip number 1. Use strong and exact verbs. Weak verbs and passive constructions fail the effect of your writing. Too many linking verbs and verbs used in the passive voice weaken your statement. Also, you have to learn to replace passive verbs with active ones to make your sentence forceful and meaningful. For example, the sun was covered by big, lonely clouds. The verb in this sentence is in the passive voice. To make your sentence clearer, rewrite your sentence and use active voice. The lonely clouds covered the sun. As you have noticed, the sentence became shorter but clearer. Let's move on to tip number 2. Use specific words. Specific words can improve your diction and consequently get your reader's interest in using them. A thesaurus can help you find synonyms for words that share the same meaning. You have to be careful in choosing the right word because each synonym carries different layers of meaning to the word you are currently using. Example: the man stared at the woman walking down the street. The word stared means to look intently and with malice. Tip number 3. Use a specific color. Use a specific shade of color of an object in a scene. Be familiar with the different shades of colors to create a more detailed and well-focused description. You can check the colors of a 128 crayon box for the specific shades. For example, a brown can be cream, tan, apricot, mahogany, dandelion, raw, sienna, or chestnut. A blue can be Pacific blue, cobalt, cornflower, plum, or royal blue. A red can be scarlet, crimson, bittersweet, orchid, strawberry, or magenta. Tip number 4. Avoid cliches. Examples of cliches are raining cats and dogs, and so hungry he could eat a horse. These are worn-out expressions that hardly add anything to your work. You should use new and direct expressions. For examples, when Anna finally said yes to his proposal, Tony was on cloud 9. Was on cloud 9 is a cliche. So instead of saying he's on cloud 9, you may use when Anna finally said yes to his proposal, Tony was overjoyed. Tip number 5. Be concise to use words effectively. How can we do that? It can be done by avoiding redundancy. Do not use words that merely repeat the ideas already expressed in the sentence. Example, he couldn't get into the house because the key that he used was too small in size. Small already refers to size. Second, avoid wordiness. Do not make your sentences lengthy and contrived. Eliminate some words or phrases to tighten the structure of your sentence. Example, her sister is a singer and she is a former model too. It's wordy, right? You may use, her sister is both a singer and a former model. Tip number 6. Use adjectives and adverbs appropriately. Adjectives describe nouns and pronouns. Towering model, tanned arms, unkempt hair, gorgeous outfit. Adverbs describe a verb, an adjective, and another adverb. Swiftly jumped, lazily answered, undoubtedly volunteered. It is not necessary to describe every noun or verb, especially if it is strong enough to stand by itself without description. For example, a cadaver does not need a description like stiff or lifeless because it is already obvious. Those are the 6 tips on how to use words effectively. Were you able to note down important information from our lesson? That's great. Once again, let's take a look at the 6 tips on how to use words effectively before we move on to our activity. Congratulations! Now you are ready for our activity which we call Yes or No game. Let's get started. For your first task, identify whether or not the following sentences use correct diction. If so, write the word yes on your notebook. Otherwise, write the word no. Number 1. Justin received a Lego house and a drone on his birthday. If your answer is yes, then you're right. The first sentence is correct. The words are used effectively. Number 2. My friend is a dancer. She is a good painter too. Item number 2 didn't follow correct diction, so the answer is no. We can remove the word she because the noun friend is the only word described in the sentence. We may write, my friend is a dancer and good painter. Let's move to the next one. Number 3. I cannot deliver the package tomorrow because it is very much heavy. If your answer is no, then you're correct. The sentence is too wordy. We may write, I cannot deliver the package tomorrow because it is very heavy. Let's have another example. Number 4. The policeman caught the thief. The answer here is yes. The diction of sentence number 4 is correct. Let's have our final sentence. Number 5. Her mom gave her a necklace that is gold and expensive. What is the answer? This sentence is wrong, so the answer is no, since it is too long or wordy. We may write, her mom gave her a gold and expensive necklace. If you got it perfectly, you did great. You were able to identify the sentences that used correct diction. Now, I know that you are prepared with the necessary skill to move forward for the evaluation of your learning from our lesson today. So let's move on. Get your pen and paper. Our activity is entitled The Power of Elimination. Your task is to remove unnecessary words in the following sentences, then rewrite them in correct forms. Number 1. Anyone who is interested to join the Bikers Club should visit the PC office, which is located at the 4th floor. Let us check your answer. In this sentence, the words which is can be removed to make it concise. Anyone who is interested to join the Bikers Club should visit the PC office located at the 4th floor. Let's try this sentence. While dancing on stage, Mary wore a skirt that was short and striped and a headdress shaped like a bell. Alright, let us analyze the next sentence. Since the skirt is being described, we must place the adjective closer to the word it modifies. While dancing on stage, Mary wore a short, striped skirt and a headdress shaped like a bell. Now, let us see the next sentence. The students sort of paid respect to their teachers during the Teacher's Day by actually offering flowers. Are you done answering? Let us check your answer. There are unnecessary words in the sentence. Have you spotted them? If you notice the word sort of, you are right. The students paid respect to their teachers during the Teacher's Day by actually offering flowers. If you got it perfectly, that was a job well done. You were able to recognize and apply the tips on how to choose words effectively. You are a great learner. It is a good thing that you are open to new learning today. I hope you learned a lot to become a more effective English language communicator. Congratulations! For your assignment, define the following words and write 2 sentences for each word in your notebook. Number 1, simile. Number 2, metaphor. Number 3, personification. Number 4, hyperbole. Number 5, onomatopoeia. Number 6, alliteration. It was indeed another fruitful day with you. You learned a lot about the tips on how to use words effectively. Keep in mind the quote from Queen Rania of Jordan: "We are stronger when we listen and smarter when we share." See you next week for another fruitful episode in our fun-filled, artistic, and beautiful creative writing class. Once again, this is Sir Wilson saying, have a nice day ahead. Happy learning!